Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup, we've got a pair of running backs who are hoping for plenty of touches to come their way. It's Todd Gurley's Rams going up against Hyde's 49ers. With that, it's time to hook up with our commentators in the booth as we turn it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, from the heart of Silicon Valley, there's a look inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Los Angeles Rams. Hi again, everybody. I'm Brandon Gaudin. To my left, as always, Charles Davis. And CD Larry highlighted a couple of running backs to keep an eye on here tonight, and I know you plan on doing just that.
I certainly do. Let's face it, we're all going to check in on the quarterbacks and see what they do. But the running back who can take over a game, who can impose his will on the opposite defense, oh, that guy, that's a guy worth watching because he can definitely change the fortunes of his team.
The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it, and they'll take it out to the 25. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the guy out of California, the former Cal Bear, Jared Goff.
Didn't play in a traditional pro-style offense in college. In fact, at Cal, he played in what they call the Bear Raid. Threw it around a whole bunch. 96 touchdown passes in 3 seasons. This guy took the ball from game 1 as a true freshman and never missed a start. So he has a great amount of toughness as well as the ability to throw the big-time ball downfield.
Goff on first down. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. Last year, Gurley, 74% of LA's carries. That's the highest percentage in the league.
But no real payoff because they finished 31st in the league in rushing. I think as a team, they ran for 78 yards per game. They had a 1,000-yard receiver in Kenny Britt out wide, but they really didn't scare people downfield. And because of that, they stacked the line of scrimmage and stuffed the run game.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Gurley again here on first down. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And we introduce you to these starters now, and Tavon Austin, a man who really doesn't need any introduction anymore in this league.
He did it all when he's at the University of West Virginia. Played wide receiver, slot, returned kicks, even lined up a tailback and ran for over 300 yards. All of those talents will be on display in this game.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Out of the gun, Goff. And that'll be incomplete. And a look now at the defensive starters for San Francisco.
Navarro Bowman's experiences in the NFL remind me a little bit of Kansas City's Derrick Johnson's. They were both outside linebackers in college who evolved into inside linebackers, excellent run stoppers, and also guys who can chase down plays with their speed.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. Here's Goff. And this is going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
It's Johnny Hecker now, an All-Pro 3 of the last 4 years, on to punt. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. This is Brian Hoyer leading him out there, a 9th-year quarterback from Michigan State.
Played in a very run-heavy offense at Michigan State. Really wasn't allowed to be a featured passer, but really worked hard in the NFL. Undrafted as a free agent, found his way in the league, and continued to get better and better. A 16-15 career record as a starter heading into 2017.
First carry for Carlos Hyde. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And a quick look now at the offense for the 49ers.
Head coach Kyle Shanahan will bring a brand new look to the offense for San Francisco in 2017. They will rely much more on a zone blocking scheme, better timing patterns downfield, and a quarterback has some mobility both in and out of the pocket in order to try and improve on a 31st ranking in 2016.
They'll go play action with Hyde. Now it's Hoyer. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. And that'll make it third down. The defense here for the Rams.
Brandon, when Connor Barwin came out of the University of Cincinnati, the thing I remembered most about him was what he did while he was in college. Tight end, played on the basketball team before moving over to defensive end at the behest of his head coach, and boy, has that paid off well for him. Started 96 consecutive games in Philadelphia, signed with the Rams in the offseason to play outside linebacker again with a comfort zone in that defense.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings.
Offense.
So that'll back them up 5.
Still third down.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on third. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a fourth down. And his third year on is the punter Bradley Pinion to kick it away. Deep for the Rams, Tavon Austin. Here's Austin.
Whoosh.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Second down following the run. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up third and about 6.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Throwing on third, Goff. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
Pass interference, defense.
Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up fourth. Now it's first.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They'll run. This is Brown. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. Down to about the 22 here. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Now it's Goff off the bootleg. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Red zone opportunity. From the red zone now, Goff. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Now it's Brown. And he is knocked down from the side, right at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front? Creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. From the gun, here's Goff. And that is incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And Zerline's kick is good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
After the made field goal, Zerline back out there now to send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone. Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. A play fake to Hyde. Now it's Hoyer. It's George Kittle, the rookie tight end with it. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
The general consensus that Brian Hoyer was acquired by San Francisco to be a one-year solution at quarterback. I know Brian. He looks at it as a long-term solution.
He wants to complete passes like that and say, I'm no stopgap. I'm here to stay, right? Fresh set of downs here.
Let's go.
Hoyer. Got his target, Pierre Garçon. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue line.
Now Hoyer. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle, 39 yards. And the Niners have taken the early lead. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy. Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And the 49ers defense gets ready here as they trot back out there. And last time out, they gave up the chip shot field goal, but obviously it could have been worse than that. I think they felt pretty good about only giving up 3.
No doubt about it. Anytime an offense gets into the red zone, the thinking naturally for the defense is, okay, 3 points. We're going to give up 3 here, but let's make it no more than that. They met their goal.
On the other side, though, the offense, they weren't very happy.
No, because there's an opportunity. Once you get to the red zone, you're not thinking about kicking a field goal. You're thinking about how do you get it into the end zone, and when you don't, you walk off the field feeling a little bit of failure on that drive.
Yeah, who will have the better feeling at the end of this drive? And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
On 2nd down, here's Goff. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that. Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They start the drive with Hyde. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. On play action, they'll throw. There's the first catch as a 49er for Marquise Goodwin. And he's brought down after a good gain. And a nice gain at 21 yards. The offense lining up 1st and 10.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
And before they can get settled in here, time expires on the first quarter of action. 7-3 the score. We're back to Santa Clara after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football, and they've got it here with a first down. Here's Hoyer. Pass incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down.
Here we go.
Hoyer going to hand it off to Hyde. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Gun now on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Here's Bradley Pinion now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On 1st down, gone. Over the middle, he hits Austin. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Here's Goff now on second down. We got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Goff hitting Woods for a Rams first. On first down, it's Gurley. And he's going to be run over, hit hard, as he'll be marked down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
To throw on second down is gone. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Able to corral him right at the midfield stripe following the sparkling display of footwork. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Rams on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. From the 50, it's gone. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Earl Mitchell able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for L.A. Now 49er pressure, and they get it. It's blocked. It's picked up, and this is a live ball, remember. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown.
Partners, you well know every block punt wasn't necessarily a called block. Sometimes the guy just finds his way back there. Doesn't matter. The play happens, and that one turned into 6 points because they handled it so well after the block.
Gold to add the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And the Rams getting set to go now. Now Goff on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now a play fake here on first down. Looking deep downfield. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
10 yards still left on second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You foresee incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The Rams on third down, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Play action. It's Goff. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And a loose football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Now Carlos Hyde gears up to take the field again. It's the second quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series. So those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. Here's Johnny Hecker now. Remember, though, he did have one blocked earlier. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. And let's look at Carlos Hyde now. And the good news, his team's winning. The bad news, he hasn't had the game that he's hoped to, at least to this point here in the second quarter.
And a lot of that is pride, because these types of backs want to be in the center of all the action and leading their team to victory. They'll take the win right now, hoping to jump his game up as this one moves on.
And he probably wants a little bit more of the spotlight going forward. Here's Hyde as they begin on the ground. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
They're going to look to throw. Over the middle to Garcon. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Hoyer finding Garcon there for the 49er first down.
When you're rebuilding, we know you got to hit it big in the draft, but you also want to acquire free agents. They're going to really set the tone for your team. Pierre Garcon had some history with head coach Kyle Shanahan previously. I think that's why they picked him up.
He's got great history in this league, of course, starting with the Colts, then the Redskins, now the Niners. They'll look to throw now on first down. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. They go play action here on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. They run high, and this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 2, now third down. Now that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
To throw here. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for San Francisco. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. And our attention shifts to Todd Gurley. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
When I watched Jared Goff on tape at Cal, I saw a guy who wasn't just a dart thrower. You know, a lot of people said, he's perfect for the West Coast offense. I always thought he could do a little bit more, and that was the reason why. He can push it downfield. He has a good, strong arm.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Now a draw as Goff gives to Gurley. And he's going to take this one down to about the 46-yard line. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on 2nd down. They hit him with the draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
Well, you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on 2nd and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass them with a running play.
Goff wants to throw on 3rd and 1. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. Goff finding fellow second-year man Higbee for a Rams first down. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Larry Ridley in Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. On first down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
Now Goff. Over the middle, complete. That's Woods. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. That's a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
On first down, it's gone. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Woods. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. Throwing again is gone. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Robert Woods, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Rams have got this back to a one-score game.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. Zuerlein out now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Out comes Brian Hoyer in the offense to take over. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of it. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. Center of the field, but it's incomplete. Pierre Garçon, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
We always talk about receivers. If the ball hits your hand, you're supposed to haul it in, but it is hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you.
That one was all the momentum going forward. Couldn't contort his body back to grab it. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Caught left side, Garçon. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. And welcome back. The offensive unit, they took the timeout. And now they get set to line up as we resume action. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They come out here in the eye. They'll run, hide. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play. Now Hoyer. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
The offense on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. George Kittle in the final seconds of the first half. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Now Gold for the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front. As we send you across the country to Orlando, standing by there, Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. Let's take a look back at the first half. The 49ers are happy to be in front right now and just want to play 2 more solid quarters. The Rams didn't play their best, and they'll need to be at their best now to come back. So let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Rams have it late in the second. Goff's on target here, and it's caught for the score. This cuts the deficit to 4. Still late in the first half, completion will be made here to a wide open man. And this 5-play drive goes for a touchdown. 49ers push their lead to 11. That'll do it for us here at EA Sports Studios. Let's get back out to Brandon and Charles for the call of the second half. Brandon.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Yet again, Pierre Garçon and company gearing up to take the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
The third quarter begins with a run by Hyde. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game, and with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Looking to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
In today's NFL, it might have surprised some people, but San Francisco was really, really hot to pick up Kyle Juszczyk from Baltimore, and they acquired him. Why? He can do everything. Block it? Yeah, of course he can. But he can catch the ball well out of the backfield, too.
Led all fullbacks in receptions the last 2 years and played in his first Pro Bowl a season ago. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And the offense behind the chains here, a touch on 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He gets this one to Garçon. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Here's Hoyer. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make this a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Seven yards to go on second down.
Let's go.
He'll look to throw, and his throw is going to be incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot, but they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
All right, here we go.
They'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he's on to punt for the fourth time tonight. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. Space to maneuver at the 40. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Goff now looking to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Back to the air. Goff on second down. Right side complete. That's Woods. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3, this is where the ball goes anymore. And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Again, they run with Gurley. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. They'll try the air now with Goff. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Goff on 3rd down. And he's got his target. It's Austin for the Rams touchdown. Tavon Austin, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Rams are able to get back within a touchdown. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now Goff. Incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Zerline out now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football, but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
In a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
And this one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
Here we go now. Boom, landed.
They'll try to fire up the running game with Hyde. He finds an opening past the 40. Carlos Hyde, see you later. Touchdown, 49ers. Carlos Hyde, 75 yards. And the 49ers add on to their lead. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
And the lead will grow by one more. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. From the gun, here's Goff. Throw left side complete. That's Woods. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Yet another carry here tonight for Gurley. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Really good, skillful, tough running throughout this contest. Picked up 1st down after 1st down. He's got to have a nickname, doesn't he? How about the human 1st down machine? I think that fits.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, Goff. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another 1st down as well. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
They'll run it here with Brown. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you can see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. This is Brown on the carry. And an alley to run. Touchdown, LA. A great play there. 32 yards. And the Rams have got this back to a one-score game.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And this is back to a 5-point game. So the drive there took 6 plays. And the finishing touch was that nice long run into the end zone. Zerline out now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Brian Hoyer and his 49ers heading back out there. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the third quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See if he can drive the bus here again on this drive.
Let's go! Green 39! Green!
Now a play fake here on first down. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. A play fake to Hyde. Now it's Hoyer. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Robert Quinn in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Here we go! Boom, landed! Boom!
On second down, Hyde. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Here we go now! Green 39! Green 39!
And that is going to do it. for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the fourth and final quarter. The Niners on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Here we go now. Blue line it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the spin looked pretty, but more for style points as the real estate evaporated quickly there. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now.
But once again, a good example of situational football. That was 3rd and very long, so you know they were guarding against the pass. And when they decided to run the ball, that was okay. Whatever yardage they picked up, as long as they didn't get to the first down marker, the defense was willing to concede, and they stopped them well short of a first down.
Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
On 1st and 10, Goff. And he's got his man on the out route. And he is out of bounds, getting it across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 1st down, Goff. Looking sideline, and that's caught by Watkins. And Watkins, you see him there, still down and slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Second down following the incompletion. To the air again. Goff. left sideline. He caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. He's going to sling this deep downfield. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Here's Johnny Hecker now as he's on to punt for L.A. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Now Carlos Hyde gears up to take the field again. And in the early going, the running game, as we see the numbers, it just wasn't on point. Well, now it's gotten more true to form.
And sometimes it takes a little while for an offensive line to get in sync, because early in a game, defenses throw different patterns at you, different formations, different sets, and you might not block them quite the way you want to. But as you start to get into a groove and you figure out what they're doing, now it all comes together, and that's what we're seeing right now.
And not great starting field position here for the offense. Back to throw now in his own end zone. And his throw's going to be incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And it's 2nd down. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Now Hyde. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
They've got to do a better job up front and create some space, because they're right there, almost literally on their own goal line.
Just a couple of feet away from a safety. That could have been disastrous. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Now Austin. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
From the 50, it's Goff. Airing it out deep for Woods. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. On second down, here's Goff. He's going to get this one to the rookie, Cooper Kupp. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Fresh set of downs here. Out of the gun, Goff. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now a first down throw. Goff. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. On the draw, Goff gives to Gurley. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Rams on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. A shotgun snap for Goff. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. The Rams dead last in the NFL last year on third down conversions, just 32%, but they come through there.
They've got a much better chance of that number rising this year for a variety of factors. Of course, they're going to get their quarterback, Jared Goff, going. But the big part is, last season, they were really a one-trick pony on offense. Now they'll be much more varied under new head coach Sean McVay.
Going to give this time to the tailback. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They'll give it here to Brown. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Yeah, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
And from the 3 now, it's 2nd and goal. Here's Gurley. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Gone. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Earl Mitchell in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. All right, so this one's now back within a field goal. And if anybody tells you they see how this one's going to end, I'd have to say they're probably lying, Charles.
And this game's had more twists and turns than a good mystery novel. And I have a feeling we've got a few more twists and turns in store for us before they shake hands here.
After the made field goal, Zuerlein back out there now to send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The 49ers offense now, they worked their way back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. First down, a run with Hyde. Oh, he's got some breathing room. That one 28 yards on the ground.
It's always been funny to me, Brandon, when coaches always talk about on hot days like the one we have here. Well, it's hot for both teams. But when one team has the advantage, when one team is running the ball really well and closing things out, it's hotter for the defensive side, and they sag a lot quicker.
Yeah, they say the dog days of August, the heat we're seeing here today, dog days of September, and the advantage right now on the offensive side. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Here we go now. Boom, landing.
Hoyer. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Robert Quinn coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Here's Hoyer. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Let's go. 3-19.
Now Hoyer. And able to find Garcon. 2 new 49ers, Hoyer to Garcon for the first. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Back to throw here. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Mark Barron in from his linebacker's spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
And the offense here just looking to stay in bounds, complete the short passes, and put this game on ice. They'll go play action with Hyde. Now it's Hoyer. Well, going deep here for Taylor. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. On play action, they'll throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Bryce Hager with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Bradley Pinion now. Time for a break as he's on to punt for San Francisco. We're back to see what happens after this. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for San Francisco. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Getting set to go again here on offense, Jared Goff trots back onto the field. And this is a spot where you can learn a lot about a young quarterback.
And that's why they brought him into the organization, because you don't just bring them in strictly for their talent. You think that they have that something special in them that will allow them to function in these types of situations. Now's time for them to be clinical and not emotional. You know your play sequence. You know what has to get done. Get the ball to the right people, get out of bounds, and get it downfield and try and score.
Yeah, he's trying to earn his stripes here for a winning drive. He's back to throw. Staying on his feet, fights him off. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Cooper Kupp there, and now it's 2nd down. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
They'll look to throw. No, he doesn't have it. Maybe some alligator arms there going over the middle. Third down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
The Rams on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. And now another one thrown incomplete. I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll look to throw. And got a man. It's Woods. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. It'll be a gain of 18 on the play. And on 4th and long, somehow they're able to keep the drive going.
False start, offense.
The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
To throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Cooper Kupp was his intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. Now Goff. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And now a first down following that long gain. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be knocked down sideways. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And they're trying to line up quickly here. Goff urging them on. Here's Goff. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Now it's Goff. Oh, no, he lost the football. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. So now let's reset here, Charles. They do have 2 timeouts left, so they can stop the clock twice. This one's not quite over yet.
No, and what you're doing on defense, you're going to use both timeouts, obviously. But you've got to call defenses are going to force the issue early, meaning you want that play over fast. You don't want to give them time to dance around in the backfield or run a wide sweep that'll take off time. Blitz them, put pressure on them, make sure that play ends quickly so that you can go ahead and keep moving.
The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. They have the football, they're looking good, but the lead is just 2, so any mistake in a field goal can beat you. They got to be careful.
And that's where it gets difficult because you don't want that to leak into your thinking. You want to play like, hey, we've got the advantage. We can close this out. Don't play from fear, and they can win this game.
See if they can play fear-free and hang on. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Yeah, the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. Down to a knee for the 49ers. This one about to be on ice. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. The Niners on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Down to a knee for the 49ers. This one about to be on ice. Here's Bradley Pinion now. And in double overtime, this needs to be a good one. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.